Downtown Milwaukee is seat, and the Clippers starting 5. Reggie Jackson out there with Paul George. Then it's Ibaka. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Leonard in at the 3. And for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the small forward. Now here's Jackson. The 3 from George. And the rebound goes to Lopez. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Bucks passing it around. Lopez dishes to Middleton. Shot clock at 6. Shot from 12. That one off the back iron and out. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. From the arc. Milwaukee with the rebound. Down low. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating.
When you've gained a decade or more of experience, this is what tends to happen. Holiday staying very patient, waiting for someone to break free.
George up top. Wide open look. And it's George again missing.
It can be a little disheartening when you do everything right and come away with nothing.
And it really helps their team so much with Middleton's passing with effectiveness, and it helps him out as a scorer. He's that much harder to defend.
Now here's George. Pass to Morris. Leonard against Middleton, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
Left side, Antetokounmpo. DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. Basket good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
George. Leonard with no one around. Clippers working now with the new shot clock. Ibaka finds Leonard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Another shot. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. And so they foul intentionally. Greg, as a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Ibaka. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Rajon Rondo. Now here's Cousins. Not going to go that time. And Milwaukee the other way now. Outside Portis. And Tucker has it in the corner. Inside. And Cousins comes over to help. Back to Tucker. Fires the 3. Batum grabs the miss. And so Cousins will bring it up for the Clippers. 8-point game. There's the lob to Portis. An emphatic LU jam.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
Yep, it counts.
Can't let Kennard get this close. Once you do, he's going up with it.
There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter. To the paint. Here's Portis. And Tucker has it in the corner. Teague feeling it out a bit to the middle. Here's Portis. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Batum attacking. Kicks to Beverly. And the pass to Mann. That's a 2 from Kennard. It's rebounded by Portis. Connaughton passes to Forbes. Now here's Teague, defended by Beverly. Here's Tucker. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Milwaukee holding on to an 8. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
PJ Tucker is out there with Bobby Portis. Then it's Holiday, and it's Forbes in at the 2. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. It's good.
Good decision maker out of the pick and roll. Holiday calls his own number, rewards his team.
Here's Kennard. From deep three-point range. That one, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and it goes out of bounds. That one's off Holiday.
Careless turnover. You lose focus for even a moment in this league. That's the result.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes. Marcus Morris is checked in for Los Angeles. Paul George comes in for Luke Kennard. So it's the Bucks now after the basket by Los Angeles. Holiday dishes to Lopez. Back to Holiday. Buzz shot missing. So the Clippers will take it the other way.
And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard's still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in L.A., but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be.
Leonard with the steal. Now the Clippers moving it up. Moving it up. Here's Zubats. Right side George. Shoots over DiVincenzo. No good from the wing.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Middleton left side. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Middleton's got the lead up to 10 now for the Bucks.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
George passes to Jackson. Back to George. It drops for his second made shot of this game. An unimpressive 2 of 7, though.
With his great length and skill, Paul George has no trouble getting points in the paint.
Passes it to Middleton. Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. 5 to shoot. And here is Lopez. Shoots over Zubats. Lopez, no luck.
No one on him. He committed to fading away. Probably could have taken more time with that shot.
And with that, the Bucks lead is cut down to 6 and the bucket from Kawhi Leonard.
Off the catch, Leonard with the quick trigger. Nothing but money.
Here's Holiday. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Outside Holiday. On the wing, DiVincenzo. On his left side. Clippers trail by 6. Morris kicks to Zubats. Here's George, and George with the stuff.
I mean, he is explosive with his leaping ability. Paul George is well versed in finishing above the rim.
Now here is Holiday. And yes, it's good.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Leonard dishes to George, and now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Teagan for Drew Holiday. Bucks leading by 4. Outside Teague. To the paint, Batum with the steal. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Mann. They get it again. Cousins, the pass to Kennard. Does not find the basket. His third miss. He's made just one so far. And Forbes kicks to Antetokounmpo. Good.
Cutting his teeth in the Spurs system, Forbes has improved at keeping his eyes up and finding the open man.
That'll do it for the first half. Bucks. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. It's Milwaukee with the advantage at the half. They have a 6-point lead. Kenny, what's your... And that's...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Greg, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys,
yes,
they're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. Paul George is out there with Jackson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ibaka. And it's Morris in at the 4 slot.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Now here's Jackson. Can't cash in from close range.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's Lopez. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Now here's Middleton. The rebound by Ibaka. And so Ibaka will bring it up for Los Angeles. And again, no good by the Clippers.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3. And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
Now DiVincenzo. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range.
One of the stronger guards in the league. Holiday will take it up inside any chance you give him.
Holiday against Jackson. Dishes it to Leonard. Trying to end the drought. Milwaukee with the rebound. Giannis has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Middleton outside. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. He's got 8. Lopez passes to Giannis. hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Giannis has got the lead up to 14 now for Milwaukee. And that's an intentional foul. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Los Angeles making a switch here. Rondo passes to Zubac. Outside for Rondo. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Rondo's got his first bucket of the night.
And the strength of Rondo finishing through contact.
Teague against Rondo. Forbes dishes to Teague. To the left side wing. Here is Forbes. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And good that time.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Ibaka looking for an opening. Lets it go from the wing. With the putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, and that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Now, here's Portis. Pass to Connaughton. Back to Portis. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Out to the wing. From 11 feet away, it's hauled in by Los Angeles. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Ibaka, the pass to Morris. Lays it up and banks it in.
And you see the body control. Morris taking the hit there, but still able to complete the play.
Outside Teague. And the rejection by Zubac. They recover it. And so it's Milwaukee going into the break with a 10-point lead. What a defensive effort. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball. And how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Chris Middleton is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Bobby Portis. Then it's Holiday, and it's Forbes in at the shooting guard. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Now here's Beverly. Tucker, the pass to Forbes. It's blocked. Now Kennard. He kicks to Cousins. Back to Kennard. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite tool, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team during the break. He's encouraged where they are at this point in the game, but he told his guys things can turn in a blink. What we need to do is execute the rest of the way. So we'll see if they can finish this one off, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Now here's Giannis. Pass to Connaughton. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. And the Bucks lead by 10.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
An uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times.
Here's Leonard. And here's George for 3. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts. And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Here's George after the basket by Milwaukee. Here's Cousins down low. And George kicks to Leonard. Lets it go from deep. Zubac, the second chance points on the tip in.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. Lopez outside. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 5. Teague against Beverly, and they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Chris Middleton's checked in for the Bucks. Holiday comes in for Jeff Teague. And then for Los Angeles, Serge Ibaka has checked in for Cousins. Marcus Morris comes in for Ivica Zubac. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverly. And the wide open shot from Morris. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Morris has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Los Angeles. Holiday with it. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Up again. No good that time. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That's his first foul. Clippers trail by 8. George looking over the floor. A wide open look here for Ibaka. Milwaukee with the rebound. Giannis has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Out to Ibaka. And here's Leonard from 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. They've led by as many as 14 points. Jackson against Holiday. 1:22 left in the fourth quarter. Basket counts. Antetokounmpo's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, I mean, the ball handling and body control for a guy that's Giannis's height, it's really impressive.
George finds Morris. Outside, George shoots over DiVincenzo. And Ibaka is right there. Ibaka's got his first points of the night.
Excellent timing on the offensive glass, and Ibaka takes advantage of the second chance opportunity.
Holiday against Jackson. Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Middleton outside. Leonard with the steal. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and it's George finishing it off.
No moment is ever too big for Paul George. He remains confident in the clutch.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Bucks. 6-point lead. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul. Here's Middleton. Clock at 6. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. George against DiVincenzo. Laces one from 3.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
They've shown a lot of heart, a lot of fight, and they're close to taking the lead.
And this is why he gets paid the big.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. Has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. So the next starting five. We've got Durant, Brown out there with Irving. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Harris in at the 3. And for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center, locking down the middle. Now here is Harris. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Brown the pass to Jordan. Lopez with the steal. DiVincenzo with it. Picked up by Brown. And so Brown will bring it up for the Nets. And Durant, here we go. Stolen by Holiday. And now here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. And they cash in right away with the quick shot.
Giannis so good in the paint, steps a little bit outside to the mid-range, and has the size and skill to get it done.
Irving kicks to KD. Uncovered. The rebound by Middleton.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Kick out to Giannis. And the 3 off target. And here are the Nets. And the rejection by Giannis. Pass to Holiday. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Great decision by Holiday to sprint towards the hoop for the high percentage shot inside.
Irving dishes to Harris. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Yeah, 2 turnovers already in just the first few minutes. Clearly a bit careless. They need him to refocus.
And taken away by Brown. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Now here's Jordan. Durant with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Back to KD. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
Yeah, a little bit surprising he hasn't connected on at least one of his 3 shots yet, but he's going to keep shooting.
Yeah, easy call.
The Bucks shooting their first free throws of the night.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
So many things have changed around Drew Holiday. The one thing that's been a constant is that he's a hard worker, such a great all-around player who likes to be a leader, and he has been for this ball club.
And then Durant with the dunk.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, well, I settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that. I don't know what happened there. That was an easy 2 points that he just threw away.
The rebound by Middleton.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Here's Irving following the bucket by the Bucks. Brown outside. The second chance effort. A shot by Jordan, no good. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Here's Giannis. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Antetokounmpo's got 6.
Shots are just flowing from him right now, having a really strong quarter.
The deep 3 from Irving. The three-pointer, no good.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? And Lopez throws it down.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
Now here's Durant. The 19-footer is on the money. Durant's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, Kevin Durant over the past couple seasons has been in the top 5 as the best mid-range shooters in the league.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Bruce Brown. That is his first foul of the game. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Here's Forbes. It doesn't go for him. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Dinwiddie with the bucket.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Teague surveying the D. Pass to Forbes. Back to Teague. There's 21 seconds left to play in the first. 6 to shoot. Now, here is Harden, guarded closely, and it's in there.
Yeah, that's the kind of passing that opens up the eyes to Blake Griffin's overall talent.
Here's Portis. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Milwaukee Bucks. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And for the Bucks guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. Harris is out there with Green. Then it's Harden, and it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a... And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
The Nets shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
Here is Forbes. Dinwiddie covering. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. The Bucks have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. That's good from Forbes. A different look for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Giannis comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Pat Connaughton. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Kevin Durant comes in for Green. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for James Harden. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Dinwiddie.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here is Forbes. He's covered by Brown. Forbes, the pass to Middleton. 6 on the shot clock. No good. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Here's Irving. And the rejection by Giannis. And he makes that one. Giannis has got 10 points.
A little quickness from Antetokounmpo there, blows right past the D.
Irving passes to Brown. And they double up Brown. Nobody near Irving. Again, Irving missing.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Charity stripe shot. Middleton can't get it to go.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Harris passes to Brown. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Forbes, the pass to Lopez. Back to Forbes. Lays it up off the glass. Forbes has got 6 here in this quarter.
That is all timing right there. Just led him perfectly.
Outside Irving. The pass to KD. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
This is when length becomes a massive, massive positive. What a shot block by Giannis.
KD against Giannis. Passes to Forbes. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Teague in for Dante DiVincenzo. So for the Nets, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Antetokounmpo inside. Headed by Green. And Giannis throws it down.
Fundamental play there from Lopez, spotting the open man and then sending him the ball.
Right with it. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. And the wide open shot from Green. No good on the 3. Milwaukee leading by 5. Inside. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
I don't know. 2 strides, 3 strides. What was that? Giannis covering some ground.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Harden the pass to Claxton. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for the Nets. Luwawu Cabarrot comes in for Kevin Durant.
You know, it tells you something about Harden that he's led the league in free throw attempts so many times. This man is always in attack mode.
Holiday against Dinwiddie. Floats it up for Giannis. Hammers the alley-oop through.
That's a nice toss up there, so you got to like the timing. But, of course, that's Giannis. He's going to grab anything.
Here's Luwawu, defended by Middleton. Great D that time from Middleton. And the dunk by Giannis.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Pass to Harden. And the jam by Harden.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. They love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. The Bucks working the ball around. Antetokounmpo looking it over. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Green leading the charge. And there's the whistle, called a clear path foul there. Yep. And he'll shoot 2 at the line. The Nets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And the former Hoya Green, a rangy forward who can both score and defend from all areas of the floor.
Dinwiddie against T. Dinwiddie's shot is off.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the 3rd quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 18 points, 6 rebounds, and 1 assist. And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my... And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Feeds to Jordan. And he goes big with the dunk over Brook Lopez.
Look, DeAndre Jordan and the rim, those two are best friends.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Holiday. Pass to DiVincenzo. On the wing, Holiday. He's covered by Brown. Giannis passes to Lopez. Second shot opportunity. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
How about Lopez inside, showing some smooth, fluid moves?
For Milwaukee, they have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Teague in for Drew Holiday. Here's KD, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And it's 8 points for KD. And he commits the intentional foul. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. that wouldn't. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Harris kicks to Durant. And KD throws it down.
Not fair of a coach to send out one defender against Kevin Durant, skilled at fighting through whatever challenges the D wants to throw at him.
In the corner, Middleton with it. The pass to Giannis. No good on the shot. Good D by Jordan.
The third quarter has not started well, just 1 of 4. I'm not sure what the coach said at halftime, but whatever it did, it's lit a fire. They're now 4 of 4 from the field to start their offense here in the second half.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. The wide open look here for Holiday. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
The team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
Holiday. There's the lob into the Kumbo. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Holiday.
Now, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Dinwiddie against T. Dinwiddie with the bucket.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
At least in the second half they have been. The first half wasn't played anywhere near this intense.
Dinwiddie against T. Here's Portis, and he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
Well, he takes care of salvaging that possession for the offense by getting on the offensive glass.
Dinwiddie against T. Kicks it out to Harden. And he slams it down right on top of Bobby Portis.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Here's T. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Dinwiddie with it. Harden outside. A three-pointer off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Forbes. And the shot goes down. Forbes has got it all tied up now for the Bucks.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Harden gets the bucket. Harden's got 14 points for the game.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Griffin with the steal. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Bobbed up there for Green, and Green slams it in.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And what makes Jeff Teague such a tough cover is his skill in drawing fouls.
And so Teague gets 2 free throws.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. It's the Nets leading by 4. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Nets leading by 4, setting the floor for the Nets. Green is out there with Joe Harris. Then it's Harden, and it's Claxton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Here's Middleton. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 5 assists in the game. Net shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Kyrie Irving, he's checked in for Dinwiddie. Outside Holiday. Good on the shot.
Well, you're kind of asking for it. Drew Holiday gets in that close. He's probably scoring.
Now, here is Irving. Green dishes to Irving. To the inside. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Here's Middleton, and he uses the glass on the layup.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Claxton the pass to Irving. Harden kicks to Irving. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Nets lead by 2.
So clever. He finds different ways to probe inside, and Kyrie with a great finish.
Here's Holiday. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
And Kyrie doing a good job of just setting everybody up, making sure there's a great pace and tempo to each possession offensively.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Ball's knocked loose. Back to Holiday. Here's Giannis, and the dunk by Giannis.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team, just fighting tonight.
And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Holiday dishes to Antetokounmpo, and Giannis throws it down.
So exciting to see the growth of the Greek Freak. There are shots that stars sink, and that's a momentum changer right there.
Irving against Holiday. Irving, good. Irving's got the game tied up here for the Nets.
Kyrie coming alive. He does that at this stage of the game.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. Lopez passes to Antetokounmpo. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. And it's Harden slamming it down.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
Here's Holiday. And the layup's good off the glass. Holiday's got 4 this quarter.
And you have to love how Holiday came up big with the shot. That's the kind of leadership you want to see from him.
Here's Harden. And contact on. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. Have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team during the break. If this game's still up for grabs, he told his team, hey, we're in position to take this one, guys. Let's stay focused and stay together, and we'll get it done. We'll see how it plays out, Kevin.
Inside, outside, Harden will attack you from anywhere. Nice play.
The Bucks trail. And here's Holiday. Passes it to Giannis. 51 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
That one goes in.
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Antetokounmpo with the ball. He's picked up by Jordan. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And Brooklyn called for the foul.
Well, a little bit each year, Giannis gets fouled at a higher and higher clip. That shows about how much more aggressive and how much more confident and how much more usage he's had through his first few seasons.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. 8 feet away. And the rejection by Giannis. Middleton right side. For 3. The 3 won't fall. Timeout called the Nets. Irving for 3. Gets the bucket.
Well, Kyrie's resume in these kind of moments is...
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll That's a look at our setting tonight. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Derek Jones, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 spot. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo, and it's Lopez in at the 5. Now, here's Lillard. Kicks it out to Jones. Covington wide open. He fires. And stolen by DiVincenzo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen.
Yeah, 2 turnovers already in just the first few minutes. Clearly a bit careless. They need him to refocus.
Back to Middleton. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
Entering the NBA, I knew he needed to develop his mid-range game, but he did it, and it's opened things up for him.
Outside Holiday. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Oh, don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
And a deep 3 from Lillard. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Covington with the steal. And now Portland on the break. Here's Jones. And Jones slams it in.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
Giannis outside. Middleton on the wing. Sees the alley-oop, and Jones sends it back. And now Portland on the break. Lillard with the ball. McCollum passes to Lillard. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Jones against Middleton, and the Bucks miss again. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game.
And Yusuf Nurkic, missing a whole calendar year not too long ago, was still involved with the team during that stretch and was a fixture on their bench.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Nurkic. Hey, bro, you had some wild shirts on the sideline. I couldn't even watch the game. You was over there dizzying cats up. But I know you were doing your thing, but he would use clothing to call out other players, teams, and commentators. Nurkic doesn't mince words, and I'm glad he's back and playing.
Here's Lillard following the bucket by the Bucks. Just 5 on the clock.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
And you got to appreciate the limp Lopez has. He's effective at using it to stifle shooting.
And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Zach Collins comes in for Robert Covington. Anthony's checked in for Derek Jones. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Here's McCollum after the made shot from Bobby Portis. Here's Kanter, who's back up, and he sinks the layup.
Now, that's the staple of Kanter's game. This guy has a knack for knowing how to come up with offensive boards.
Pass to Tucker. It's tipped. Nifty move.
And last season, P.J. Tucker signing a 6-figure sneaker deal with Nike, maybe helping to offset how much he spent on shoes over the years.
Yeah, G.A., the most renowned sneakerhead in this league. He owns thousands of pairs, and you'll even see him change sets in the middle of a game.
Jeff Teague, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. Powell, he's checked in for Portland. Milwaukee with the rebound.
He doesn't get the finish, but the D's got to be quicker to rotate and stop him from getting to the rim.
Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Teague.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trail Blazers. They trail by 6. To the middle, and stolen by Portis. Here's Connaughton, covered by Anthony. And it's Connaughton missing. The Trailblazers shooting a mere 25% from the floor in this first quarter. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And Teague knew that he would be open there. Great patience and vision from the point man.
Collins dishes to Carmelo. Simons surveying the D. Now the feed to Kanter. That shot off. Great D that time from Portis. For Milwaukee, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. And the first one drops.
And as you would expect from the way he plays, Teague is a terrific free throw shooter.
And so Teague hits 2 free throws.
Now, his free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a cold streak.
Powell with it. And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. The Bucks on top, leading by 10. And we'll be back shortly for... And before the game, we talked to Damian Lillard. You know, Greg,
I don't fear nobody.
And if Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, you know he loves a challenge.
One of the premier big shot makers in this game. I don't know if there's anyone you'd rather give the ball to in crunch time.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
They've got P.J. Tucker. He's out there with Bobby Portis. And it's Connaughton in at the 3. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. Shot clock at 6. Here's Holiday. Banked in off the glass.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Brooke Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Giannis comes in for P.J. Tucker. Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you play. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But two other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, two guys, when you look at those two, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become, and it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Holiday against Lillard. And Holiday kicks to Giannis. And Lopez throws it down.
Now you got to respect the effort. When Lopez is determined to rebound the ball, it makes a difference.
Lopez against Lillard. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
Holiday surveying the floor. Giannis outside. Trying to get open is Lopez. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go. Antetokounmpo's got the lead up to 14 now for the Bucks. And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
Teague is checked in for Milwaukee. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Antetokounmpo. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Cullen passes to Nurkic and finished off by Nurkic.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
They needed that, and I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
1:53 left in the second quarter. Middleton outside. On the wing, Giannis. On the wing, Giannis. 5 on the clock. And they call an illegal screen here.
Yeah, another turnover there. But, guys, overall, they've taken really good care of the basketball. That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
And he knows it, too. He tried to get away with it. Sometimes you do. That time he did.
So Portland ends up going with the new group.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. And now here comes Collins leading the break. Anthony's shot is off. Bucks leading by 12. Now here's DiVincenzo. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Antetokounmpo. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Here's Simons. That one falls. Simons has got his 2nd basket of the game. Bucks have gotten all but one of their 7 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pretty impressive. And here is Teague. Floats it up for Giannis. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And if you're looking to make a big play with the pass, you've got to love Giannis. He's a big target,
on those alley-oop lobs.
Simons the pass to Collins. Over Giannis. Yep, it goes in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down to 12 on the bucket from Collins.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Here's Teague. Doesn't go that time. And so it's Milwaukee. Enjoy. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 14 points. And that'll do it.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court for the Trailblazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Derek Jones is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 roaming the paint.
Lillard plays with great pace. He's outstanding at knowing when to pull up off the dribble.
Inside, here's Portis, and Covington sends it back. And now here comes Jones leading the break, and the basket by McCollum.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Here's Holiday. Lays it up off the glass. Holiday's got his third basket of the night.
An intense competitor. It's clear that Holiday enjoys going hard at the defense and finishing on them.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Brent Forbes. And Lillard gets it to go.
A rock-solid start for him. I mean, they're 3 for 3 since coming out of the locker room.
Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Lopez outside. Back to Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
When someone's open, Lopez will find using his height to see over the defense.
Now Lillard. He's got 10. The quick look, no good that time.
Oh, that's their first shot of the half that hasn't found a mark. It's been a good start for them.
Holiday gets the bucket.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
Greg, so many people know your story. Born and raised in Las Vegas, it must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people you know has its pros and cons,
right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball.
Well, Lillard is capable of getting up to slam it home. You better keep him out of the paint.
Here's Holiday. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
He's having a great night from the floor, and they're going to keep leaning on him, looking to grow the lead.
Lillard from deep three-point land sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Lillard's got 11 in the second half. Holiday against Lillard. Now here is Holiday. Defense is right there. Outside, Antetokounmpo. It's number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Here's Powell. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
With the D playing soft off him, he might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jumper.
Forbes can't get it to go. Trailblazers trail by 11. And it's Anthony with the jam.
That's nice hustle up the court. I mean, a nice pass to reward that hustle.
Teague left side. Bucket is good. And the Bucks lead by 11.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Anthony, the pass to Simons. Feeds to Cantor. That shot, no good. Now the Bucks take it the other way. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Forbes. Powell pulls it in.
Oh, no. Sloppy finish. The D was giving him the layup. He just didn't stay with it.
Teague with the ball. That will count, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Milwaukee in control. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. 9-point game. Bobby Portis out there with P.J. Tucker. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Forbes in at the point. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. The Bucks shooting has been just fantastic, around 65% tonight, getting exactly what they want when they want it. And some changes here for the Bucks. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Teague in for Dante DiVincenzo. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Cantor, he's checked in for Nurkic. Collins comes in for Jones. And it's Powell in for McCollum.
Yeah, that's careless defense, though. I mean, he's one player you could ill afford to let run free. He just loves to be a money player in the fourth quarter.
Here's Teague, laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And there you see the speed of Teague. Always keeps defenders backpedaling.
Here's Simons. This is to Cantor. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Coach trusts him to make winning plays down the stretch. I mean, because he's shown that ability time and time and time again.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but defensively, neither side has been able to adjust, and that's reflected in the score.
Collins passes to Cantor, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Powell dishes to Collins. Sinks that one from the post.
I like how attacking Collins is. I mean, you get him the ball in a good spot, he's not going to disappoint.
Bucks leading by 5. Now here's Teague. And he uses the glass on the layup.
He'll take advantage of that kind of soft defense every time. Just give him a chance to attack the basket, and he will.
Here's Simon. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
Tucker, the pass to Portis. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
His teammates keep getting him the ball in his favorite spot. He's done a lot for his shooting percentage.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Now here's Anthony, guarded by Tucker. Here's Cantor. That one falls, coming off Anthony's feet.
Oh, the experience helping Cantor there. He doesn't shy away from taking big-time shots.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
You know, that's what coaches are paid to do, right? I mean, curious to see what they go with here.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, Mike Budenholzer had some advice for the team during the timeout. He said, keep grinding. We're in good shape. Things aren't always going to go perfectly. Don't let that slow you down. Let's just stick to what got us here. Kevin, we'll see if they can build on this lead.
All right, thank you, David. Holiday against Lillard. Antetokounmpo. The coach's challenge has been issued. Close game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And here's Holiday. Middleton outside. 1:09 left in the fourth quarter.
Known for his defensive chops, Covington's length and timing is what allows him to bother shooters.
Middleton finds DiVincenzo. Clock at 6. Tries again. Lopez. It counts.
Welcoming the chance to be the man. Lopez is outstanding at upping his game in huge spots.
Holiday against Lillard. Yes!
That's why you give Lillard the rock. When it's an important possession, you know he's going to rise to the occasion.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Now, Antetokounmpo. And Covington sends it back.
And it's all about the three right here.
That's what they need to tie it. Boy, what a game this has been.
So the first one drops, and that brings them within 2 here.
Hard to believe Lillard missed out on a couple of All-Star selections. I mean, in seasons where he averaged over 25 points a game.
And you really can't say enough about his composure in the big moments, as cool as they come.
Lillard's middle name. Time and time again. This guy comes through for his squad.
And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. They break the hearts of every... All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for Chris. Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA.
Good evening, Kevin.
What a story. David, thank you. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. And for the Clippers, we've got Kawhi Leonard, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Marcus Morris. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's George in at the shooting guard position. Now here's Leonard. Stolen by Holiday. To the paint. Kicks it down to Middleton. Holiday looking for an opening. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Just 5 to shoot. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game. Greg, we've got 2 terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. But we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
The shot by George, no good. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Milwaukee Bucks. Holiday dishes to Giannis. Back to Holiday. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist.
And you have to be right up on Holiday. When you're not, he's ready to take those quick shots.
Jackson kicks to Cousins. Morris passes to George.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Bucks passing it around. Down low. Here's Middleton, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
That's 3 straight shots to fall here to start. Looking good. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Jackson passes to Cousins. To halt the run. Launches it. Jackson misses. The Bucks have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Middleton on the wing, trying to get open as Lopez. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
Adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
Now, here is George. Los Angeles with another miss. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Now, DiVincenzo. Now here's Middleton. He has 5. And Kawhi Leonard, one of the league's most dominant rebounders, Doris, from the wing position.
Board man gets paid. That was his motto from back in high school and college. It's all about hard work and earning your keep, according to Kawhi.
Here's Holiday. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Middleton outside. George against DiVincenzo. Giannis inside. He feeds it to Lopez. Antetokounmpo trying to free himself up. And Brook Lopez, the bucket on the assist by Giannis.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
George passes to Jackson. Cousins with it. Jackson drives in, and that one drops for him.
Well, you love it. DeMarcus Cousins drawing the defensive attention and still has the court awareness to make the play.
Holiday, the pass to DiVincenzo. To the middle. He's looking for Lopez and finds him.
building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Lopez with the steal. And it's the Bucks on the break. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Now here is George. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Stolen by Jackson. Morris outside. Back to Cousins. Outside for Jackson. Morris passes to Cousins. Fires the three. And Marcus Morris good for three.
Well, this is why Mr. Morris is out there. The ability to drain the shot from long distance and spread the floor.
Now Holiday. Middleton up top. And so it's Milwaukee ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. This is what Giannis Antetokounmpo recently told us when.
For me personally,
And for Giannis, Greg, the consistency from range has been a focal point.
The more accurate he is from outside, the wider the driving lanes become, making him nearly impossible to stop.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second, we've got Teague. E.J. Tucker is out there with Portis, and it's Connaughton in at the threesome. Now here's Teague. Out to the right wing. Six to shoot. Back to Forbes.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
Beverly, the pass to Ibaka. Beverly against T. And Beverly kicks to Zubats. Back to Beverly. Batum with the three. Doesn't go for him. The Bucks go the other way with it. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Yes, that goes in.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Beverly, the pass to Kennard. Here is Ibaka. Knocked loose. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You two players.
And the Bucks with possession here. Forbes the pass to Portis. And that'll be two free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Serge Ibaka picks one up there. The Bucks shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
You know, when you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
Now, here's Tucker. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Clippers trail by 12. Rondo finds Leonard. Trying to get open is Ibaka. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Now, this is a small forward who, because he's 230 pounds, can hold his own down in the low post. That is nicely done.
To the wing on the left. Tucker dishes to Forbes. Middleton outside. Shot clock at 5. Over Rondo. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Middleton's got the lead up to 12 now for the Bucks. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a
Oh, the power on that threw-down.
Well, don't let Kawhi's quiet demeanor fool you. This guy has athleticism and explosiveness. How about that in style?
And Kawhi Leonard with a very analytical approach, Doris, to the game. Studies angles, movement, trying to groove in on perfect mechanics. I mean, he does it all.
Yeah, Kev, that goes back to his favorite high school subject, which was math. And think about how precisely he has built his game. He started at the free throw line, then went to the low post, and now has added the range game. Very analytic approach.
Middleton outside. High post Lopez. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Yeah, I mean, the ball handling and body control for a guy that's Giannis's height, it's really impressive.
Rondo against Holiday. Zubac kicks to Ibaka. Middleton against Leonard. Here's Ibaka. That one's not going to go. Passes it to DiVincenzo. Inside. And it's sent back by Leonard.
Well, tremendous intimidation and shot blocking by Kawhi Leonard. How nice is that?
Got it off in time. That shot misses. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basket. It was a fast pace for Milwaukee at the outset. A smoldering performance. And that does it for our...
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Without question, Chris Middleton displaying his skills today.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Reggie Jackson out there with Paul George. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's man in its small forward. DiVincenzo kicks to Lopez. And there's the pass to Antetokounmpo. The feed to Middleton, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
George, no good.
Just can't find a shot. It's no wonder they're losing. I mean, he's been completely scoreless all night.
It's stolen by Morris. Jackson with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Man passes to Cousins. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Well, even though Cousins has increased his range over the years, you still love when he imposes his will on the inside.
High post Lopez. Tipped away. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. That's in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from George.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Middleton outside. At the elbow, it's Antetokounmpo. To the inside. The kick out to Holiday. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Middleton, and that one is stuffed right through.
And we all know about Middleton's shooting ability, but don't underestimate his explosiveness at the rim.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Tucker's checked in. Ibaka, the pass to Batum, and it goes down 2 points.
Boy, Ibaka is such a great teammate. This guy is always willing to find the open man.
And what a unique career Serge Ibaka has had. Some incredible totals for him over the course of his career.
That's right, Greg. I mean, I think people would be shocked to know Serge Ibaka was the first player ever to make 500 threes and have 1,500 blocks. Hard to imagine nobody had ever accomplished that feat. Give credit to Ibaka. He changed his offense and added the three ball.
It's good.
Yeah, they are really starting to push it now.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Pass to Tucker. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Holiday against Batum. Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
Boy, you love Lopez's effort. This guy dunking is easy for him, right? He's close to the rim, 7 foot. Come on now.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Antetokounmpo. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Teague in for Drew Holiday. Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks' lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Kennard. We've got 1:23 left to play in the third. Connaughton passes to Portis. Feeds it to Forbes. Can't connect from short range.
Unbelievable. He blew that. Look, guys, no clue what went wrong there.
Batum, and with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Batum's got his second bucket of the game to go. And here is Teague. No points in the game yet for him. Connaughton kicks to Teague. Clock at 6. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Kennard's shot is off.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
And it's slammed in by Teague.
Well, listen, dunking is not just for the bigs, right? How about your point guard, Jeff Teague, finishing with authority? Nice.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Kennard for 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. And up the court come the Bucks. On the break, it's tipped. Here's Portis. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And now a 12-point Milwaukee lead.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Milwaukee on top. They lead by 12. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter, we've got Bobby Portis. Chris Middleton is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then it's Holiday, and it's Forbes in at the 2 spot. In the corner, Middleton with it. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember Domantas as a little kid.
No
now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think he's going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm, as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play, excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Now, here's Tucker, covered by Morris. And Giannis gets it to go. And the Bucks lead by 14.
And they really all have confidence in Antetokounmpo to run that set. That they're willing to put every aspect of their offense in his hands.
Cousins finds George. And no good. Good D by Lopez.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
And that move has become second nature for Giannis. Once he establishes position, game over.
George passes to Jackson. To the paint, here's Leonard. Shoots over Tucker, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
The Bucks working the ball around. Inside, changes up, and it's good on the layup. Antetokounmpo's got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Back to George. Looking to get it going. Los Angeles with another miss.
Oof, rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort.
To the left side wing. Teague for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. George up top. A 3 from Leonard. And that one is off. And Milwaukee the other way now. Here's Tucker. Off target from three-point range. Clippers trail by 18. Here's Jackson. Nails the baby hook. And so Giannis will bring it up for Milwaukee. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. LA has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Jackson, that's good.
Boy, that open look set up by Kawhi Leonard, that's probably the most underrated aspect of his game.
Pass to DiVincenzo. High post Lopez. The dish to Antetokounmpo. And a miss there on the triple. And Los Angeles guys shooting 43% from the field.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Bucks.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities. Not everyone has the green light to take that 3 in transition, but he does, especially with the defense already set up protecting the paint.
Pass to Tucker. High post Lopez. Cousins is there. Lopez passes to Antetokounmpo, and they double up Giannis. Just 3 to shoot. The 3. Lopez, no luck. And here we go. Clippers running again. And it's Leonard missing. Here's DiVincenzo. And so the Bucks take the win. And thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight.
For the land of the free.
It's time for the NBA. D.A.
Kevin, thanks very much.
All right, David, thank you. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the small forward position. And for Brooklyn, we've got Durant. Brown out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's Jordan. And it's Harris in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Irving. Off target from outside.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Great positioning on the putback.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
Irving with the ball. Outside, KD. Some veterans on these teams, Clark. What are you looking for and how that will impact the game?
Well, I think both of these teams have a really solid roster. And I love the blend of experience and youth. When you have NBA experience on the floor, there's just a level of play that you see at the defensive end that makes it enjoyable for me. So I think that's what we'll see tonight. Experienced pros getting after it.
Here's Holiday. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Holiday gets the bucket.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
Now here's Irving. Jordan finds Irving. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Durant against Lopez.
Out of bounds.
And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Here's Holiday. High post Lopez. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And Antetokounmpo, the Greek freak, showing again how committed he is when he takes that ball inside off the drive. You know, growing up in Greece, Giannis Antetokounmpo was so poor, he and his older brother, Thanasis, had to share a pair of tennis shoes. I mean, how about how far he's come since then? Now he's the first foreign-born player ever with his own Nike signature shoe.
Here's Antetokounmpo following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. Kicks it down to Middleton. Trying to get open is Lopez. And Middleton the bucket on the assist by Lopez.
Boy, they're on fire right now, cooking with gas, starting this one out 4-5.
And Clark, they say back in Greece, all of Giannis's basketball shoes were hand-me-downs from his teammates.
Greg, nothing like not having enough to drive you to get more. I mean, clearly, you think about Giannis and his background and where he is now, he and Thanasis oftentimes would take turns playing in the game, swapping the same pair of shoes. Those days are long behind both of them.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Green, he's checked in for Durant, and Dinwiddie subbed in for Kyrie Irving. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Nicholas Claxton comes in for DeAndre Jordan. And it's James Harden in for Brown. Count that one.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Now here's Dinwiddie. A shot by Harden, wide open. No good on the triple.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
No good from Connaughton.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
And that one is good.
I tell you what, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense like that.
1:16 left in the first. Here's Tucker. It's hauled in by Claxton.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
You know, with Harris, if you're open, he's going to make sure he finds you.
Here is Forbes. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That's his first foul. Outside Teague. Just 5 on the clock. And he lays it straight in.
And, you know, you like seeing Jeff Teague flip the switch. I mean, he's a shifty guard that usually makes pretty strong, sharp cuts.
Now, here is Harden. Green dishes to Harden. Here's Claxton. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Bucks leading by 5. Here's Forbes, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Jeff Green picks one up.
You know, it's really interesting to note that Forbes went to the same high school in Detroit as a certain friend of ours. I think the guy's name I'm thinking about here is Chris Webber.
16 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Outside Durant. Back to Harden. Pass to Durant. 3 seconds left. He lays it in. KD's got his second bucket tonight.
That's platinum level dime dropping right there by Harden. Such a smart passer. Gets us to his teammates on time and on target.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Milwaukee on top. They're up by 5. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And earlier we checked in with Giannis Antetokounmpo, who had this to say about...
I think the most important lesson that I got is that you got to finish the job. You got to get it done. But I'm just, I'm happy from all that experience that we learned. And we came back and we have a goal in our head. We're motivated.
All part of the process of achieving greatness.
Yeah, and most guys have had to go through it. MJ, LeBron, leading a team to a championship rarely happens early on.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
We've got Durant, also Green out there, and it's Claxton in at the center filling out the middle. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Here's Holiday. The layup off target.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Harden, no good. Bucks leading by 6. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Harris comes in for Green. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for James Harden. And Irving subbed in for Dinwiddie. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the Nets. Back to Irving. Plenty of room around him, and it's good.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Holiday gets the bucket.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Brown outside. Outside Irving. You and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right.
Yeah, Antetokounmpo has really learned how to get himself to the foul line. It's one of the easiest ways to score the ball. He gets to the stripe at a higher clip with each passing year.
And with that, the Bucks lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Irving. And here's Holiday. 6 points for him. Here's Giannis. And it's Durant with the rebound. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Jeff Teague, he's checked in for the Bucks. He gets it in there. DiVincenzo's got his second bucket.
Teague's ability to find the open man makes him one of the better passing point guards in the league.
Teague against Irving. Right side, Kevin Durant. No good that time. The Bucks go the other way with it. To the middle. Here's Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Tell you, that's why Antetokounmpo is so feared league-wide. I mean, when he's close to the rim, he's most likely going to flush it on you.
Pass to KD. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. I mean, not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Joe Harris. James Harden, he's checked in for Brown. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Kyrie Irving.
Boy, I tell you what, Middleton getting his hands dirty inside on the glass. We know he can shoot it from outside, but inside points a bonus.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
So for the Nets, Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. And it's Luwawu Cabarrot in for Kevin Durant. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Back to Portis. Here's Connaughton, and he jams it with authority.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
And the jam by Harden.
Ferociousness from Harden, looking like he wants to tear the rim off.
Bucks leading by 12. Now T. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
Yeah, and it appeared to me as though Teague saw that he could work his way to the line and did just that.
He hits both from the stripe.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Dinwiddie, and it is good at the buzzer. Thanks, David, and we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter under.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. Their biggest advantage of the period was 7 points. And
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half, and he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Guys, he's been in beast mode down low, asserting his will. The defense has been helpless, unable to slow him down.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5, roaming the paint. Irving against Holiday.
You know, one of the things that makes Holiday such a terrific defender is his long arms. I mean, he excels at using them no matter who he's defending.
And that'll be Milwaukee as it goes out of bounds. Bucks retain possession. Now the pass to Middleton.
Clearly out of sync to begin this half. 0 for their first 3 attempts.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
Here's Irving. Jordan trying to free himself up. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, Jordan is aggressive as a rebounder. He uses his massive body, athleticism, and long arms to wreak havoc on the glass.
Here's Holiday, and the shot goes in. Holiday's got 8.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo inside. Guarded by Jordan. Antetokounmpo, no good. To the inside. And then Durant with the jam.
And you know, why settle for the layup when you're this close? Durant might as well just turn it over and punch it home.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. You know, you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. Claxton the pass to Irving. The rebound by Brook Lopez. Lopez has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Oh my goodness! That was special. How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
Poke loose. Here's Irving. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Right there, Irving does a nice job of anticipating the contact, so he braces himself for it and then works through it.
For Brooklyn, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. Here's DiVincenzo, and he banks in the layup. DiVincenzo's got 6.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Here is Forbes, guarded by Harris, and Irving comes to help. Middleton outside. Shot clock at 6. Middleton is doubled. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Misses the 3.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Jeff Green, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. James Harden comes in for Harris. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Harden against T. There's 47 seconds left in the third. Clock at 6. Deflected by Green. Passes it to Dinwiddie. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
We've got 22 seconds left in the third quarter. Teague can't hit. Nets trail by 7.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Harden outside. Lays it up and banks it in. Harden's got 4 points this quarter. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. Bucks lead by 5. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. We've got Harden. Durant is out there with Green. Then there's Brown. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Milwaukee leading by 5. Here's Forbes, and the layup is good.
Boy, dictating the action. That's what Forbes does here on the drive, and that's what I tell him to keep doing.
Here's Harden. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim, but the epic throwdown.
The shot by Holiday, no good. And it's Dinwiddie with the ball. Bringing it up now for the Nets. Harris is checked in for the Nets. And then for Milwaukee, Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes. Here's Tucker. Count it.
Yeah, you got to do a lot more than that against Tucker, fellas. He's too big, too strong at times for the defense.
Harden surveying the D. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Timeout called, the Bucks.
Every timeout a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
And the Nets making a change here. Irving's checked in. Chris Middleton's checked in for the Bucks. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, Mike Budenholzer had some advice for the team during the timeout. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
And the jump by Giannis.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk.
Memorable. Keep that one in the career highlight reel for sure.
Here's Irving. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got his 5th rebound in this one. And Green slams it in.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
Giannis outside. Back to Holiday. And he gets the whistle. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Outside, Green. The basket good off the assist from Durant.
Boy, that's an example of Durant's basketball IQ and awareness, both platinum level.
Holiday against Irving. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his third foul of the game. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Brooklyn. Harden comes in for Bruce Brown. DiVincenzo. Good work defensively by Harden. Nets trail by 4. Durant at the elbow. Another shot. He takes it up and lays it in.
No stage too big for KD. If you need a basket, he's your man.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Now here is Holiday. Drops in the layup for 2. And the Bucks lead by 4.
With experience, skill, and ability, Holiday makes for the perfect go-to scoring option.
Makes it off the glass.
Yes, indeedy. Irving giving you much in the clutch.
Giannis outside. Here's the teardrop. It drops.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
High post, KD. Giannis is there. Kicks it out to Harden. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
This is exactly what happens when you allow James Harden to heat up.
35 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Holiday with it. He doesn't hit that one. Good D by Harden. And it's Harden with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. A 2-point game.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They trail by 2. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
A critical possession, no doubt. We'll see what they draw up.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And guys, he's just played angry tonight. I mean, he's taken that anger out on the rim with one throwdown after another. They have not been able to stop him from getting to the rim.
Harris finds Durant to take the lead. Bullseye!
Well, in my mind, KD is one of the top 10 all-time guys that you want taking that shot. His length, his ball handling, his shooting, and his confidence.
All right, David, great job. The drama will unfold. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports. Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Derek Jones is out there with Robert Covington. And it's Nurkic in at the center. Now, here's Lillard. Yep, that one goes in there.
Nice effort taking the early lead. Here we go.
Take a nice deep breath. You score on that first possession. Gets the game started the right way.
Giannis with it. Now guarded by Nurkic.
So hard to stop down low. Giannis gets around the basket, and it feels like within 8 feet he's going to dunk just about anything.
Lillard against Holiday. Here's Nurkic, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Middleton. Covington with the steal. And now Lillard pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And then Lillard slams it in.
Aggressive and incredibly quick end-to-end. Lillard is always a threat on the fast break.
Holiday goes in, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
Now, here's Lillard. Pass to McCollum. This one for 3. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Here's Middleton, and Jones sends it back. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Now Lillard. Kicks it to Nurkic. McCollum against DiVincenzo. 5 to shoot. Nurkic, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Such a big body down there. Nurkic battling.
Bucks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Holiday looking over the floor. And he uses the glass on the layup. Holiday's got 5.
Shooting 4 of 5 to start the game. That's got to be a feel good.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
Now here is Holiday following the miss by Seat. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Cantor, the pass to McCollum. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Clock at 4. Portland needs to get off a shot. Portland again missing.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started. One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Here's McCollum. They can't stop the run with that one.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
McCollum outside. Dishes it to Cantor. Bank shot. No good. Clock management. This is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts. You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And this will be his second and third shots at the line here.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Norman Powell comes in for C.J. McCollum. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons.
Always an appreciation for Lillard and his build, just how rugged he is, along with that fearlessness.
And the Bucks with possession here after the Trailblazers pick up 2. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go. Giannis has got 13 points.
I like how Giannis is inviting a little bit more contact and no longer shying away from it.
Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Here's Antetokounmpo, unable to get that one. And so it's Milwaukee, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Damian Lillard told us before the game, when asked how
humble beginnings. You know, I'm from.
Well, some of the best stories in our league are about guys who struggled to get to where they are today.
And I really hope the young guys out there are listening to this. You don't have to be a 5-star prospect to achieve your dreams.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what stands out to you from the Bucks in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
Collins is out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Anthony. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Simons in at the 2. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. Here is Forbes. Portis trying to free himself. The shot's good from Forbes. Forbes has got the lead up to 9 now for Milwaukee. And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Well, he can shoot the 3, so defenses have to go out and overplay him, and that's what creates lanes for him to do stuff like that.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is, how can we get better? That's the kind of leader you can get behind.
Here is Forbes. Pass to Portis. Scoring his 3rd straight basket in 3 tries.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. And there is a whistle. That goes on Bryn Forbes. That's his first foul. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Zach Collins. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Anthony. And McCollum subbed in for Anthony Simons. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
Yeah, Giannis has the hard hat on right now, going to work. So good, so long, and just terrorizing the D.
Lillard attacking, and Lillard throws it down.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
And Giannis throws it down.
Well, an outstanding floor general right there. Holiday has switched between point guard and off guard, and a great feel for when guys are open.
Lillard dishes to Nurkic. Floats one up. Lillard misses.
And there's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Every night there's something that Giannis does on the floor where you just have to put your hands on your head. Wow, what a move.
Down low. Nurkic finds Covington. Lillard attacking. That one drops for him. Milwaukee leading by 9. We've got 1:13 left in the first half of the game. Antetokounmpo with the bucket.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
Here's Lillard.
Oh, man. Fans love that. Listen to that. I love that sound in the arena. Another reminder that Damian Lillard can be explosive, and we love it.
Covington with the steal. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Powell, he's checked in for Portland. Covington passes to Nurkic. And it's McCollum in the corner. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And McCollum has done a lot to improve his impact on the defensive end. Very active with his hands and how he challenges shots.
Well, the blocks numbers last year jumped up a bit. That's kind of a nice indicator of what you're talking about, GA. And he just doesn't get tired. And if he can give some more on the defensive end like he's shown, it's going to help out the team. Giannis bringing it down, using that sensational length to get that finish.
Powell kicks to Nurkic, stolen by Holiday. Here's Giannis, and Giannis throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
And that concludes the first half. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 25. And
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half, and he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Yeah, there's not any guy defensively that was bodying him up or contesting the shot, so right now he's feasting.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the center, filling out the middle. And here's Holiday, 5 points in the game. Lopez right side. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental, and I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
The shot by Holiday, no good.
The third quarter has not started well, just 1 of 4.
And the basket by McCollum.
I feel like when CJ gets a couple of these to go, it accentuates his ability and confidence to score from the outside as well.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. Giannis inside. Covington's there.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
The Bucks have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Zach Collins comes in for Robert Covington. Anthony's checked in for Jones. And it's Simons in for Lillard. The Bucks also changing it up. Bobby Portis comes in for Brook Lopez. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Dante DiVincenzo. And Portland making a change here. Powell's checked in. The Bucks also with the sub. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Outside Holiday. Double team on Holiday. There's the pass to Tucker. Middleton on the wing. Stolen away. Kanter with it. Picked up by Portis. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And the Bucks with some changes. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Teagan for Drew Holiday. Simons, the pass to Carmelo. Simons surveying the D. Kanter, beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And now it's just a 4-point Bucks lead.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
Yeah, coaching staff probably loves this, just grinding out defensive possessions, which is helping them get back into their offensive flow.
Powell, the pass to Collins. And finished off by Collins.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
And possession's just way more efficient, I think, here tonight, taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them to get back in the ballgame. And there are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Here's Teague. No good, unable to end this run.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Here's Powell and the dunk by Powell.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Now here's Teague. Defense right on him. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Teague's got it all tied up now for Milwaukee.
No hesitation from Teague. Saw a seam and took it, finding a way to nail the shot.
Kanter, the pass to Simons. 32 seconds left here in the third quarter. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. A different look now for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Derek Jones comes in for Collins. And McCollum subbed in for Powell. And then for Milwaukee, Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Chris Middleton comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Jeff Teague. And the basket by McCollum.
McCollum has shown the ability to get inside and also finished. It's just how shifty he is.
Stolen by McCollum. Here's Simons. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game. Neither team giving. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your teammates up. Lots more scorers now, but right there creating the scoring opportunity for his teammate.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Jones in at the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Lillard with the bucket.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Outside Holiday. And stolen by Lillard. There's the dish to McCollum. Back to Lillard. From deep. No good that time. So Milwaukee will take it the other way.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
And Lillard kicks to Jones. 6 to shoot from 12 feet out. And Lillard gets it to go. Lillard's got the lead up to 4 now for Portland.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Here's Holiday. The shot's good.
Drew's got such a great build. 205, 210 pounds, a bigger guard. Hard to knock him off of his shot.
On the wing, Jones. The feed to Nurkic. And it's sent back by Lopez. Now the Bucks moving it up. Here's Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
That play happens because of the solid pass from Holiday.
Lillard outside. Passes it to McCollum.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
Here's Giannis. Up again and staying with the play, Middleton.
Chris Middleton can make contributions by using his frame to be a good rebounder. Good effort there.
And he comes up with the deuce.
That's a tip of the cap there. Always wanting to take the big shot for his team. Lillard makes more than his fair share.
Pass to DiVincenzo. And to Antetokounmpo inside. Defended by Covington. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Teague comes in for Dante DiVincenzo.
Smart and aggressive. Lillard repeatedly dominating the pick and roll set.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. The shot will not fall. Good D by Covington. The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. McCollum with the ball. Outguarded by Giannis. Nobody near Lillard. And it's off from three-point range. The Bucks trail. It's Giannis with the drive. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
So exciting to see the growth of the Greek Freak. There are shots that stars sink, and that's a momentum changer right there.
There's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
And sometimes as a point guard, you got to take things into your own hands.
Yeah, right. It's okay to be selfish when you have a chance like that.
Well, if he's calling his own number, there's a reason for it. There you respect the decision-making from him out there.
Covington against Giannis. Good on the bucket. Giannis has got 8 here in the quarter.
Big-time shot from young Giannis there. He feels more and more comfortable in these big moments.
Lillard attacked, and they call the foul. So he's got, and here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video reviews showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Lopez with the steal. And here we go, the fast break with Giannis. Got it!
And they still have a foul to give at this point.
19 seconds left in the game.
Points are an absolute must here.
Can't come away empty. That would be the nail in the coffin.
Now here's Lillard. From deep three-point range. So a close game sees Milwaukee taking this one. This win, such a tremendous...